Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are tonight's entertainment.
Wait till they get a load of me.
What happened? Your balls drop off?
Hello.
What up?
I doing circles. I'm watching him on the other screen. He's like going in and out of the screen. Oh, good, right. Hi. Wow, that was amazing.
You do it again.
Yes, do it again.
What's up, everybody?
Hey, I'm watching Ryan. What's up, Daniel Asher, Deja Morrow, Craig69, man. Let's see, Heather Smith on Facebook. Heather, if you want to see the YouTube chat, come over here, sub up. Same with you, Robert Raybon and Shannon Ray Markson, John DeCock.
What's up, guys? Anybody who could not get a cover B because they were sold out, I just added 10 more. I've been holding 10 of them for the live sale. They sold out beforehand, so if you need one, go get one right now. There's only 10 more. I just added them for cover B. I just added 10 more, so if you're missing them, go get one right now.
What's up, Chunk Collectibles, Frank Webster, Crazy Ivan? There's a lot of people in here.
Hello, Crazy Ivan. Hello.
Hello, Davis. So,
man, just do it. Just do it. If you have a well-shaped head, she'll appreciate it. That's what she said.
Imagine if the head
If
had
I,
shaved.
yeah, see if I shaved my hair off, you would see like it's like a big crater. You're one of those people that have the big crater in their heads. I just fill it for the hair, so I just grow the hair really long on that side, and then they cut it so that it looks like it's circular,
That's funny.
Yeah, like a drop when a baby type of thing.
Yeah.
So you got. Let me show them. I guess I'll show them really quick on your site. Unless you have it there, you can just share it.
I don't. I'm doing like 8 different things.
Okay, hang on. Okay.
Do it.
It's really late for Ryan right now, guys. So very excited he's here.
Nice, Robert. Yeah, we did offer some of these in the live sale. You guys, some of my live sale guys got an early sneak peek of this cover.
So what is there, like 100 or something left today, or what? What's the deal? 200.
There was 201 earlier today. I haven't looked recently, but I'll look. Only 201, so over half sold out of cover A. Limited to 500. The breakup, and you get. Don't forget, guys, it's the Truth Bundle. So you're getting 3 additional trade dresses. 3 additional trade dresses of deceased. Of different deceased variants that we've done.
And you said you have 10 more left of the cover B. Now, here's the thing.
Added 10.
Here's the thing, guys.
What's that say right now? The scroller just moved at the bottom. What's that say? There are only how many remaining? 9? 9 more now.
So the deal with these, though, guys, is that a normal print run for something like this is about 3,000 for the trade.
1,000.
And then what's the
1,500. So
you're going to destroy almost the entire print run, and it's going to be one of the rarest
DC collectible and Ryan Brown collectible. It'll be the rarest Ryan Brown DC cover ever.
Yeah. And then also, what's interesting about this this whole deal is the giveaways are absolutely ridiculously disgusting.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So the giveaways are like, if you look on the screen, let me remove this banner. First prize is right next to Sean. the Venom Sideshow life-size bust.
And you're gonna get a brand new one. I ordered a brand new one for the winner from Sideshow.
So that is one of the dopest sideshows there is.
I don't even want to lift this up because it's heavy and sensitive. Somebody's gonna win.
I'll help you.
Yeah, help me around. Help me around.
It is heavy. Ugh.
Dude, that is so dope, dude.
Holy shit, that's gigantic.
It's big. That's what she said.
I'm loving you guys say that about me. The details
Flipping
are
it.
crazy. He's got slime dripping from his tongue.
Ooh. And that's a prize? My goodness.
The
That's
details of
probably the
this
best
are
prize ever.
ridiculous.
Yeah, that is like one of the best prizes ever. I love that statue.
$1,100, guys. $1,300, $1,100, whatever it is. The back is super detailed of it as well. He's been doing lats. He doesn't skip lat day.
He's got his booty on his back.
This thing
He's
is
got a
crazy.
big squashed white spider on him.
The
Big
eyes
squashed one.
got like a shadow to them, a shade to them, which is really cool. It's hard to just kind of see in the camera, but
Yeah, it's like a foggy. It's
Yeah.
like if go to Sideshow and look. It's a very good picture, but yeah, it's more of a.
Ah, look at that.
It's like a jizz. His teeth are all like gross and rotting.
his teeth look like Billy's teeth. Just kidding. It's so good. This is my favorite statue.
That is.
And that and second prize is an Xbox S.
An Xbox S.
Xbox S terabyte bundle, 2 controllers.
The two controller version.
And then there's
See
more
if I-
prizes too.
See if I won that.
Prizes revealed.
Should you buy one?
If I won that, I would never work again. I would never do any more covers.
That's why Ryan's not allowed to participate. Ryan or Billy.
That's right.
Craig was saying that he got the Zerdy Yoda yesterday.
Oh, nice. You got it?
I know that my friend Joel was trying too, but I don't know. Also, so again, there's a cover A. There's a A box and a B box. You can use code TRUE6 at checkout, get some discount there. We'll probably do the giveaways on Thursday. This box has been out for a couple days just because we wanted to sell the entire run in boxes. We'll see if we can get there or not. Regardless, that's what's going on. And we're also doing the Star Wars Day giveaway today, right, Sean?
No, I'm not ready for that. That's got to be tomorrow, guys. Sorry. Anybody tuned in for that? Super sorry. The Star Wars giveaway is going to go tomorrow.
Can we just do it on Thursday then? Because
Oh yeah. Wait, what's tomorrow? I'm sorry, Thursday.
can we do Thursday and
Thursday will be both giveaways.
yeah, let's do that because dude, every day I got a video I made for it coming out tomorrow too, which is pretty cool.
You're coming out finally? It's about time.
I do the jokes around here.
There's a video.
Oh dear. Look at my ear. It looks like I'm wearing earrings. White earrings.
It's like usual.
Disturbing.
Kidding.
You caught me at home with my casual wear on.
So forgive me if I'm putting you on the spot here, Ryan, but you're working on some personal commissions for a collector, correct?
Oh yeah.
Can we get a look at any of those? Is that possible or no?
No.
In a whole other room? That's funny.
Don't you rather want anybody to see them? Are they like stuff or what?
They're probably private.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
are.
Are they?
That's awesome. I'm
I
jealous.
don't have them actually physically here, right
Oh,
in
God.
this room here. I would have to go downstairs.
Nice.
Like I'm in a separate or a different room. All my paint and stuff was in the other room. Stuff. But I have to see because sometimes whenever I do some things for some people, there's like somebody wants me to do like a Bible image and stuff, and then I don't really like to show any of the stuff until those people see. I know until people see like the stuff all finished, and then I have to chat to them and say, are you happy enough for other people to see this stuff? And then they say yes or no or whatever.
That's funny.
Like church stuff, Jesus and God and
no. It was it's like a recreation of like a biblical scene or whatever. But
yeah, that sounds
sort
awesome.
of do it in your own style, So
I could see you doing that very well, actually.
And it was like like an old style kind of thing, like kind of.
I get it.
Style art.
Like,
that was really what wasn't it?
In the the Louvre or something.
Descriptive. It was really descriptive, wasn't it?
You
can tell that yeah, that's right. You can tell I've been painting all day because my brain's just fried. It just doesn't work. Yeah, when you spend a whole day. Well, I've spent like the last 3 weeks just painting and stuff, and like I paint from day to night basically, and then just go to sleep and then wake up the next morning and start painting again, and your head's just completely like
it just all blends together. Like when you're working on like when you're
totally. Yeah, totally. I mean, it makes no difference if it's like commission stuff or covers or anything. It's literally I just focus on the thing, work, and I just work until it's done. And sleep, wake up, start working again, do the same over and over and over and over and over.
Yeah, I bet.
It's kind of it's crazy.
That's nuts. So, did Billy? Do you want to do anything with? We had a run out not too long ago, but
well, I thought we were doing giveaways, so I wasn't. My thing says giveaways on it and everything, so everyone's here ready for
giveaways. Yeah, everybody's here for the giveaways anyway.
I want to see Ryan's work. I want to see more of his work, but I know he's sick of looking at it today. That's the problem. Tank Punk, there's a new Truth box out. You can go to CommerceEliteCommerce.com. Use Truth 6. It's a very special Deceased Unkillables cover, very limited. And there's tons of giveaways and stuff. I'm just kind of looking at everyone in the chat here. I've showed it on the screen here.
Yeah, tons of cool stuff.
The prizes are sick, yeah.
So
I have some. Actually, you know what? I can go down and show you some. I'll show you some paintings I've got set.
Yes.
About the house. I'll bring them up and show you them. Hold on.
Sick.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
That's what she said.
Oh. I'll be back in a minute.
All right.
That's also what she said.
So let's talk for a minute, Sean, while we're waiting.
Let's do it.
You and I. Okay. Everyone knows that we've had a very, very busy week with exclusives and craziness because of the holidays and Freaky Friday and the exclusive and everything. And we're going to kind of slow it down a little bit to get everyone back on track. I've been getting a lot of messages from people, Sean, saying, look, we like to know that Tuesday is something, because they can save up and they can tune in that day. So besides this Truth box, what we're looking at here now is next Thursday or Tuesday will be another exclusive from me and Sean, right? We got to look at that. So that'll be next Tuesday. And then not this Friday, but this Friday I'll have an auction. Next Friday will be the next installment of Freaky Friday. We've got to look at that too. Are we good on timing with all that?
Yeah.
Okay. And then that Tuesday after will be Truth 7. So just remember, guys, every other Friday will be a Freaky Friday. And we'll try to get back to the normalcy of every Tuesday. One Tuesday will be a Truth box. The next Tuesday will be an exclusive. So me and Sean will work on that here in a minute, in a little bit, for the try to get it spread out again for everyone's wallet and for their timing in regard to scheduling for these things.
Trying to get back into my spot here. Haha. Here's one. Let me see.
Oh my God. It's so dark in there, but I see it.
Can you see it? Yeah.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
It's hard to see, isn't it? Not kind of lighter reflects
really
or
cool.
something.
Is that the original of that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's original. Yeah.
Yeah.
It just you're just doing it. It's like it's in a wave pool. Just hold it back for a minute.
I'll do the Star Wars. What do you call that?
We don't stop for no one.
The flyover.
Break for no one. Spaceballs.
Hold on.
Oh, there you go. That's better backwards.
There you go. Yeah. Right. There's one. I'll show you this.
It's so dark in there, man. Is that the original?
Yeah, it's the original.
Oh my gosh. Is that for sale?
No, sold.
How much? Can I ask how much you sold that for?
No.
All right.
$40.
How big was it? How big was that? 12 by 18?
I don't know, A3. These are all sold, but
those are all the originals.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I can't really. You can sort of see.
Just hold it backwards a little bit. We can see it. There you go.
See? I'm trying to show you the paint.
You're trying to show us the actual little.
Yeah, but I can't really show it on this.
Strokes, and it's great. I love it. Oh my god!
Wow, man.
I've never seen those. That's fantastic.
And here's another one.
Oh my god.
Yes.
They're all sold?
Yeah. All sold.
Oh god.
Holy bejubal doobles.
Oh my god, that's so gorgeous.
I'll do the flyover again.
Wow, that's amazing, dude.
There you go.
I love the Star Wars flyover.
Yeah, there's more, but well, they're all basically sold. All of them sold. So just haven't been sent away yet.
Wow.
So good.
Yeah, so I kind of work that size, you know. That size.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what she said.
And yeah, they're all acrylic, and then they kind of what I do is I kind of have a very basic sort of very, very basic outline, kind of not really. Sometimes I do an outline, sometimes I do it like a mess, and then just build it all up, you know. But the idea is you go from like blur. It's like it's all basically there. If you looked at it, like put it away over in the corner, you'd look at it and it looks like almost finished, you know. So it's like it's blurry and it's going. It comes into focus. So you put more detail, more detail, more detail, more detail, but the overallness is all there from the very beginning. You know, that's kind of well. Sort
so
of,
is it like?
I don't know.
Is it like a clump of different colors, just kind of all over the place, kind of your base design, but it's kind of like you're saying, kind of sloppy, and then you just start to pull or change or put stuff on top to make it more refined? Like
It depends. It depends because sometimes, you know, certain things you need to plan out, you know, so you need to have a bit of an idea where everything's going, because the problem is like it's very, very hard to put light colors over dark.
Yeah.
You know, you have to basically paint white, and then if you want like a really strong red on it, you'd put white over everything, and then you'd put red on top of that. So instead of doing that, if you plan the whole thing out, then you know where the white's going to be, and you don't sort of mess around with that. But there's always sometimes like little spots where you go, right, I need to put a really bright color in there, and you can't put like if you try and put red over blue or something, it's not going to come out bright red. It's just gonna because they're slightly transparent. Like acrylic paint is just slightly transparent, you know. And so the idea is you put the white on, and you put the paint, the red or the yellow or orange on top of that, and it just glows, you know, the color. So the other thing you do is like washes and stuff, you know, and things like that, you know.
Do you have other paintings yourself that have like they're super thick, like multiple layers, or like you're saying, you do it that way? You kind of
Yeah. See, it really depends on what you're doing, the type of painting you do. You know, some people put it on that's really, really, really thick. And what I do is I use like mediums, and like a medium is something that will either slow down the acrylic paint from drying, or it'll turn it into like a wash. So you put it over on like little very smooth layers, you know, and it's really, really smooth and it's really thin, you know, and I kind of put it on like that. And sometimes depends on the situation, you know, but I wouldn't really go, my paint isn't, you know, I don't put it on really, really thick, you know.
let me address something really fast. Mr. Sinister, you can go and you can eat. There's 2 contests. So we're pushing the giveaways for Thursday. There's going to be 2 giveaways on Thursday. The one for this Truth Mystery box, Ryan Brown exclusive, and the Star Wars Day variant. There's both giveaways. You can go check those out. Also, Man Silverborn wants to know if you have anything that you haven't sold.
Oh, artwork?
Yeah.
No. Well, not that I'm selling at the minute. But he could contact, you know, if he contacts me on Facebook or something, I'll give him a contact to my dealer, and he can speak to him. And anytime anything comes up or whatever, he can speak to him. But usually the stuff sells fairly fast. So, you know,
Now that's stuff you put live on Facebook, or is it through your dealer?
No, original art. I don't really. I've got a list of people that want to buy the original stuff, so a lot of the stuff sells fairly fast, you know. But what I do is, you know, if anybody's interested in original art, then I can put them on the list and stuff. But you know, they'll be dealing with my dealer or whatever, and then he would sort of deal with the whole thing. So
how do you now? I know there's different ways. You know, you can ship art. I usually try to keep it flat, but for a painting like that, how do you ship it?
I get like there's this wood, really thin wood, sort of, I don't know what you call it,
like plywood,
but it's plywood.
Is that what it is?
Complicated. Yeah. So
okay.
I use like a couple of layers of that on both sides, and then there's like, I would use like a packing sort of stuff, you know, really soft stuff on the inside, so that it's like a, you know, sort of like a spongy kind of, you know, suspension or whatever inside, you know, and everything's all sent by couriers and stuff, so usually appears a couple of days or whatever. But yeah, I mean, it's down to science, you know. We've got all these kind of packing sort of systems.
Are there werewolves in Ireland?
I think there may be. Hold on a second, bitch. What is that?
So for your next stuff, I know that we showed a metal cover last time. When is that stuff going to be released? Do you know?
I'm not sure. I was supposed to do a few more of those, but just because of work and stuff, I couldn't fit them in. But there's other stuff. We've a lot of other stuff sort of in the works.
How's Marvel reaching out to you?
Marvel, not at the minute, because I think they're still kind of
on hold.
Yeah, on hold. So I don't know what the deal there is, but there's plenty more stuff to be getting on with, really, you know. And I'm going to do a lot of stuff for Sean there, a lot of covers and things. So
Mike,
very
there's a lot of old people in Arizona, Mike. Yes, Florida and Arizona. Lisa's driving home listening. She's very upset. She can't. She wants to watch you, Ryan. She loves.
She's not missing
Don't worry, Lisa. You can. It'll be the same. You'll hear him, but you can barely see him on the camera.
Oh shit!
What happened to your big banner behind you?
Well, I'm in like a cellar now. You know, like the Fritzl cave. You know, it's.
Oh, there are werewolves tied up for the moon.
Yeah, all I do is this is where I'm clamped to this wall, and like a painting's put in front of me, and I have to just sit and paint. This is my usual spot.
You get whipped every hour.
Yeah, it's like look at your backgrounds. Both of your backgrounds are all really dramatic. Look at mine. It's literally just a plain wall with no.
Dramatic.
It's
Dramatic.
it looks like concrete, doesn't it? It just looks like
Yeah.
sitting in a concrete room.
Okinawa wants to know if you're going to be doing any more Silver Surfer.
Possibly.
Probably someday.
Yeah, there's a load of things. I've got loads of ideas in my head of all these different covers I want to do and characters I want to kind of work on, and it's really just getting around to doing that. It's literally I go from one job to the next to the next to the next, and now we're working on the DC and the Marvel stuff. And I'm gonna sprinkle in a couple of other bits and pieces in and out of there as well. But it's just like a full-time freaking job, But I want to do more Doctor Doom and still definitely Silver Surfer, because some of those characters just look really, they're so interesting to paint, and Silver Surfer, I sort of had to go at that one, but you always do one and then you kind of go, right, okay, I'm sort of getting a bit of an idea of how to do that now. So I want to do another one, and try and up it the next time, so you're constantly, trying to do something a wee bit more interesting each time,
I like, of course, the way you do faces, and I was thinking Iron Man at first, but then I was thinking Destro.
Yeah.
Like just the weird like gleam of his face, like, and I mean, I think you, like you say, Doom. I think that's part of the reason you like it, is because you can.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not you, but
it's totally. It's the
mask.
What I like is the metal and like all the different materials and stuff that you're working with, and then you've got like that cloth, like the robe, the cloak type thing. You've got all that stuff, and it really depends because.
Oh, I bet you do a great Magneto. Oh my God.
Oh, I'd love to. Yeah, I've never even painted or did Magneto before.
Oh,
yeah, I would like to do that. Yeah, I would like to do more Wolverine at some point. There's so many characters, and when you start, I know it's crazy because like Marvel and DC have so many characters. It's like, what the hell? It's like that supermarket sweep, you get in through the door and you start running and getting all the stuff into your trolley, and that's what I'm doing at the minute. I've got I've got a Galactus in there. I've got a Silver Surfer in there, I've got like, I'm just collecting them all and stuff, and there's just so much to do, really,
Do you have a favorite character from Marvel and DC?
I don't know. I like all the dark stuff. I do like all the dark stuff. It's like I like I do like Doctor Doom because it's like a couple of different possibilities that he's really scarred up underneath, or that possibility that he's maybe just got one little scar and he just can't handle the fact that he's.
I love that idea that you just said.
And then that's why he's got that thing. And I love the idea that he went off and he kind of learned all these, like the supernatural arts and stuff, and he's added that to the science and stuff. And he lives in that bloody castle, you know what I mean? He's wearing armor. It's absolutely ridiculous, but absolutely brilliant.
It's true.
And I love it. And see when you see some of the films and stuff, they try to make the thing so, like this is exactly why this guy did this, and this is, what? Just forget about all that shit, right? And just get Doctor Doom, right, wearing his armor in a massive castle, doing like magic spells on stuff and blah blah. Completely insane. Don't try and explain it at all. Just do it. And it's like porn. It's like freaking comic porn or something. You just want to see that kind of madness.
Well,
you know what I mean?
You like to let your mind, your imagination is one of your best things. That's I think that's, you can see it come out in your art too. If you're constantly thinking about like different scenarios and what ifs, and it expands, it shows on your art. So
Yeah. Well, the thing about it is, art's a couple of different things. There's like the skill of how to create something, the skill of how to draw, the skill of how to paint, you've got those, and then you have to have like something, a story you're trying to tell, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have to have a
That's what makes it
reason.
come alive. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to have a reason for putting those skills there. You know what I mean? You have to be telling a story with that. It's a bit like somebody learns like a musical instrument. They learn the notes, then they learn how to play somebody else's tunes, and then they can create their own tunes afterwards. You have to go through those processes to come to that point where you can give your own voice to something. And that's what it is. It is like, your voice that you're trying to put out there. So I love to kind of have a story behind everything. Every image I do, I have a story in there somewhere, and I may not explain it all to everybody, but you can go in there and you can start seeing little clues of things.
So Billy, pull up the breakup cover in the truth box, and let's let Ryan talk about the story in that one, because I'd love to hear that.
Yeah.
Even if we mentioned it before, let's talk about it again a little bit, since we haven't shown it. We got new people in there and stuff.
Yeah. Well, this one here.
Just click on the image, not the quick view. Or click on view. Yeah, there you go. There. Now you can click on it. It should make it big.
That's what she said.
And then X out of the
What? Oh.
There you go.
This one, there is no story behind it. No.
Wow.
See, but see if you look at that.
You guys talk for like 10 minutes about a story behind every cover. Oh, it's not this one though.
That's it. Yeah. See, I'm pointing at that I'm pointing at over there.
Oh, yeah. I can see.
Yeah.
There's any opportunity to do the finger thing. But if you look at her chin underneath it, there's like green under there, and I put that green in there to offset the pink in her hair.
Oh, okay.
Right. So that's put in there in that because it's a bit like a clowny type color. When you add those two vibrant colors, even though that's not a vibrant color, it looks vibrant in comparison to the rest of the image, which like their skin, both of their skins are very pale. There's not a lot of color in there. So when you add a bit of color to the background, it makes the image sort of pop out. Then it also has a little connection to his hair up at the top right, then slightly. So you've got like colors, tones of colors and stuff that are played the whole way through the whole image. Because the thing about it is you can get too messy with too many colors in an image, unless you want that effect, it to look really messy. But this, when I'm trying to tell a story, I want those kind of pinks to stand out, and how you make those pinks to stand out is put that green beside them. So you want to also add a bit of, if you notice, he doesn't really have an awful lot of an expression. It's kind of he's got his mouth slightly open, and he's turned his eye slightly looking at her, and his shoulders are up as well. So his shoulders are like higher. If you look, they're like the level of his mouth. So it's like a concerned sort of pose, an expression. It's like, if somebody goes stiff, they go with fear, they kind of sit like that kind of thing. And the other thing was, I was thinking of maybe having his head at a bit of an angle back, the other way, away from her, but then it would have killed the angle that she's at. Yeah. So I wanted to contrast the angle of her head leaning forwards to his head being straight up. you know. So the idea is always like contrasts of things. So you kind of try and add contrast of colors, contrast of textures, contrast of light and darks, and then you also try and have like contrast of like angles or like sharp lines, and then curved lines. You know, you're contrasting everything to get a really powerful image. You know, but it's a bit like you're making soup or something, or like making a cake or something. You know, you've got all these elements that you have to put together, and they have to all work together. You know, so you have to put the right amount into it. You know,
I never
it's
noticed the shoulders were higher. I like that. That's awesome.
yeah. And the other thing was like his shirt. You know, I made it like a brownish color, and also with stripes that are almost the same color as his skin. And I wanted to do it that way because if I had made it like a green shirt, it would have then
Pulled away.
or would have it wouldn't have worked with the background then, and his hair, and it would all be green, and then you'd start losing stuff. So I had to kind of tie the shirt into his skin to make it look like it's all a part, you know, one part, you know, because things can get really messy when you're so tightly in there in that kind of action sort of image or whatever, you know. And the other thing is his eye. I did that, you know, where his contact lens, it looks like a contact lens, but it also looks like his eyes like a very kind of bloodshot underneath, as if he never takes the contact lens out, and you know, probably, you know, his eyes messed up, you know. But I did that because the very first, you know, the Joker painting that I showed you a couple of minutes ago, he had like, I had put like one of those eyeball things, you know, in that one, and I just kind of thought, you know, if he's theatrical, he could probably, you know, the Joker is theatrical in it, you know, and he wants to kind of look a bit crazy, you know, so, you know, contact lens would kind of work. The other thing is her eye is in the dark, you know, so, but because of the way everything is there, it's in her eyes in the shadow, but there's a slight glint off it, but it's not too much of a glint because
Yeah, you don't want.
you have to fight the urge to want to put a big white dot on her eyeball, you know, but it wouldn't work in that sort of angle anyway. And also, and it's also creating a bit of, you know, creepiness where her eye's very dark in the darkness, you know, but his eye is the first thing you then would see. Yeah, because see, when you look at that in a really small image, this is another thing I usually do. I usually, you know, I look at the things really, really small, you know. So if you can see it, like if it's over in the other side of the room and the image reads really well, you know, then it's going to work, you know, on a shelf of a, you know, a comic book sort of shop or whatever. It's going to stand out there.
Yeah.
So when you see there's things pointing all over the place, his eye, you know, is pointing at her. And if you look at that image, your eye is caught to his eye. So he then tells you, look over at her. So when you look at her, then, you know, it's like your view spins around the thing, you know, and his finger or her fingers are pointing at him, and then there's a finger outside it, it's pointing back at him. You know,
one of these, it goes like this, and it comes back down. Oh,
yeah,
oops.
yeah.
It's definitely a counterclockwise motion, circular.
Yeah. So, you know, one thing that like you're trying to do is you're trying to keep somebody's attention. You know, you're trying to keep somebody looking at that image for as long as possible.
Yeah.
And I think if you do that, then you know, it's working. I think sometimes there's images, you know, and I did them, and everybody's a lot of people did them where it's like an image and it didn't work. It just didn't work, and it's, you know, it doesn't keep anybody's attention, and you know, because things don't, you know, they don't go right all the time.
Someone asked a question about the original one, Ryan. The first one has like a shadow over the top of her head, and then this one there is no shadow above the.
Yeah.
What was that shadow from?
Do you want the real story or the fake story?
Yeah, tell the real story. It's okay. There's a lot of discussion about that goddamn shadow.
Yeah, I know. See, the thing about it, yeah, you can. I mean, sometimes, yeah, I like when it adds something to an image or it adds something to a face whenever you put a shadow, drop a shadow over it, as if there's an object somewhere, or it's like the top of a door, or it's like the window, the light's coming in through a window, and it's like cutting, that bit's all in shadow and that bit's kind of lit up. It feels like a part in a film or something, like a frame of a film where you see somebody lunging forward and you see those shadows kind of catching them and the light catching a bit of their face. And it sort of, if you go back to that shadowy one, the idea was that she is in the dark and she's coming out of the darkness, to kind of, like leaning down out of the dark, out of the shadow, coming to kind of, sort of, it's like menacing because she's like dropping down like that sort of thing out of the shadows. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's you just do it for like a bit of an effect, a bit of a something to kind of stop it from looking like two faces there with perfect light on them.
No, yeah, it definitely creates stuff.
We had a long he that's our compromise. He was very adamant about having the shadow in there, and I was very adamant about not having the shadow. Very, very rarely do we get polarized on either side of an issue like that. We usually work things out no problem, but we were both not wanting to budge on it. You're asking other people, and other people are chiming in, and finally he's like, all right, we'll do the trade dress with the shadow and the virgin without the shadow. He reluctantly agreed to that.
Well, I think it was
it was really 50-50. Half the people he talked to loved it. Half the people I talked to did not like it.
Yeah,
so you got to go 50-50. Like,
it's one of those things. It's one of those things. And whenever it comes to art, I always like have these extremely strict views on what way I should or I want to do things, and I kind of, I've got something in my head, and that's why I absolutely hate it. I hate it when editors kind of come along and then they say, well, can you change this, or can you make that blue? It's like they would say, can you make, like, if you, a totally separate thing, but when you look at this image here, right? Remember when we had the bit of green in underneath the chin, her chin? Well, this one I wanted everything to go pinkish because of his eye had changed. Because his eye had changed, I wanted not to have that contrast underneath her chin. So I wanted to get rid of that contrast. And the color in the background is almost the same color as his coat.
Yeah. Which
is slightly similar to her hair. So the idea was that it's now the focus is on that eyeball, So that was kind of the kind of theory behind that. I didn't want the contrast anywhere else.
The Mother Goose, in the cover B, he's looking straight because he's like infected now, kind of, right? Like he's kind of starting to get infected.
Yeah, and you can see her finger, like with the blue nail. The blue nail is like scratched down here like this a bit, but it's only small. You can't even see it. And then there's blood dripping out of his nose, and you can see the scratch here as well, with the finger up in her other finger on the nose. Yeah, and up, and then see that just a small wee scratch.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can see when you go above here as well, go up. There you go. No, over to the right. There you go. And it's a little scratch there, just like, because you could have like, you could have had gore of like ripped clean open and stuff, but it then kind of, I don't know, it sort of takes away, I think, sometimes, when you've got too much gore.
Plus it gives away more imagination to see in your mind what comes next.
Yeah.
Like, and you can see a little bit of blood rushing in the eye.
Yeah. because that's telling the story. Do you know what I mean?
So did you do the original piece, and then when you were done with cover A, then
Photoshop?
Okay. So the actual original would be cover A.
Yeah.
And then cover B is photoshopped.
Yeah.
So all these little like black specks of
Mhm.
paint. Is that something?
Toothbrush.
So you just dab the toothbrush and then you just kind of touch it around. What
Yep.
does that create for you? Some sort of dimension or
What it does is it creates another texture that unifies things.
like
You
a
know, so
gritty-
and the other thing is whenever you're using a toothbrush and like the paint, you have to make sure you put the right amount of water into it. Or sometimes you'll not use any water. It depends on how thick or how big you want those little droplets to be.
How long did you go
know?
around just the eye with a toothbrush?
Oh, it's seconds.
Oh, okay. I thought you like
Literally, what I do is I just get a wee what do you call it? I get a piece of paper, basically cut it out roughly the size of the eye. I set it on top of the eye, and then I'll just go, and that's done. What it does is sometimes, you know, it also kind of unifies the colors. It looks more blended. You know, the paint underneath it. Whenever you put that kind of texture. But it just sort of adds something to it, you know. Like,
of course.
I remember looking at paintings that Simon Bisley had did before, you know, years ago and stuff, and he was always using little things. And when you look at it, you don't immediately see that it's like a toothbrush. You know what I mean?
I think it's
sometimes when you know it, it's like a
if you didn't know exactly how it was made, but now I know. So this, like on her hand, I mean, you can see the decay, the discoloration.
yeah.
I mean, it's just all
What
that.
you do is see what I do. I've got like natural sponges.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've got like the sea sponge things. So what I do is I mix some of the color, and then what I do is I mix these things called mediums, and the mediums allow the paint to dry slower. So it's like a slow drying medium stuff, and you add it to your paint. And then what I do is I dab it in like that, and then I'll touch it onto the thing. But you can literally like smudge it on slightly, and it gives this slightly
that skin line.
Yeah, makes it slightly blurred looking. You know.
Well, I mean, it's so. I mean, if you look at your hand, right, in those areas, if you look close enough, those lines are there. Those it makes it look so realistic, like actual skin.
Yeah. It's the thing about everything is, you know, you need to be able to do stuff or certain little effects that make things look believable. You know, and that's all it's about, really. It's
well,
just,
this is what
you know,
I think this is what makes you stand out above all the rest. I love every artist out there, and I've loved talking to them all. But every time I see your stuff, I think another level of art. I think Vatican, or I know that might be crazy to you, but like the detail is out of control on your stuff.
See, that's the weird thing about it, is because, you know, whenever I look at line artists, stuff like Jim Lee and all that sort of stuff, I think to myself, shit, you know, there's far more detail in what they do. And it's kind of, it's because I come from like the render and the kind of paint and shading kind of thing. You know, I'm not a line artist at all. You know, I very rarely draw anything with like lines and stuff, you know, and it's mostly like shaded stuff I would do, you know, but I always admire people that do that. You know, I think they're two different skills, and you can come at art in two different directions, you know, and you can come at it at the line art thing, which is the way most people did. But the reason I kind of went this route was I started as a colorist. So I was already shading people's artwork. So that's why my shade, I was more focused on the shading of stuff, rather than the lines from the beginning point, of my kind of career in comics. So, and I also had I had about 6 years in art college where it was utterly wasted, totally wasted time. The tutors didn't know anything about art at all, nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing about art, and it was literally a waste of time.
So why did you do it? Just to get a degree or something?
Because I kind of thought it was the path. I thought that was the path. I thought that was the way you had to go
You thought
to get
that
a
was the
job.
way.
Yeah, I thought that was it. I didn't know any other way to get a job as an artist. And even then, they were telling me the only way you can get a job as an artist is to be a graphic designer, designing logos, doing signs. So you were tortured constantly. You need to do signs, you need to do logos. That's where you get the jobs. They are right in a way that it's hard to get a job as an artist to actually pay, you know, to give you a good wage. It is true, but again, they're sort of killing a lot of people's kind of um, enthusiasm, because I think there's a lot of people that could have jobs as artists, but you know they're put off by art colleges. I've heard this a lot, heard a lot, you know.
So, if you want to,
I just gotta say something, dude. Ryan,
So-
dude, you're one of the best artists out there, man. I'm telling you, right? Like, you're one of my favorite artists in the world, dude. Like, no doubt, not because of who you are, but you're a great guy. But
I
you're
bet you said all the people that are on your
I'm telling them all right now. I'm like, and they know. If they watch the show, they see it. They know they have something to strive to. There's no doubt in my mind. You're one of the best out there. I mean, we're lucky to have you in the comic book industry because I think you could be doing something totally different in the art world. But and maybe you do, but you're here in the comic book industry, and thank God for that. Sorry, Sean. Go ahead.
All right, so May 15th, this will be on sale. May 15th, this is Ryan's variant cover for Death Metal. We got a release date. I got a phone call from DC today. I don't know if anybody even knows this yet, but this will be released on June 16th. June 16th is the release date for Death Metal. This is Ryan's cover A. Cover A. If you were in a past video, we show both covers. I'm only going to show cover A today. The cover B will be shown on May 15th when it goes on sale. So check this thing out. Beautiful. I love this. Ryan briefly talked about the story behind this one too. Correct me if I'm wrong here, but he's got a dent in his head where he got smashed.
Yeah, on his eyeball. Yeah,
he got smashed in the face with somebody else's sword, which caused him to bleed a little bit.
Yeah, it's like a hammer sort of smash that, just hit him straight in the face, smash, and it sort of dented in, and it's all the blood's dripping down his face. And all this armor is like taken, and recustomized, out of like bits and pieces. So that's why it doesn't all fit properly on him. Like if that shoulder pad doesn't really fit on him, and all these bits are all stuck together, and it's like pieces of mail armor underneath, and a glove, with like ropes holding the glove on, and the whole thing is a total mess. So the idea is like he's surviving in a total shithole, and it's just a nightmare, and he's having to make this armor out of bits and pieces of dead sort of knights and things, and he customizes that with, if you see the top, like the ears are put onto like a headpiece. Like you can see the wee part, yeah, they are placed on, so they've been hammered out of something, placed onto the top to make like a Batman sort of thing. And all the other things are.
There is a version cover, yes. Man, Civaborn Vun, yes.
And all the weapons are medieval weapons, like that, the rondel dagger, like he's got on his side, that's for piercing through armor, or piercing through like metal, whenever they've got on the joints and stuff, and all the leather straps.
Storyline for this run of,
I don't know. I haven't read it yet.
Did they give you downloads, Ryan, to look at, like for the story itself?
No, not for this. Sometimes for other stuff, we'll kind of see.
But do they tell you, hey, we medieval Batman? That's what they told you?
No, we just did that.
So it could be they're in a rock band. We have no idea.
It could be, yeah. We were just going. We just said, we were chatting. And Sean was saying, "Why don't you do?" I think I don't know whether did you say it or did I say it?
I think we both were. You really wanted to do the old school armor, and I was like, "Yeah, go for it, man!" Like this was all you. I had no input on this one at all. It was all you, man.
Are you saying that because if it doesn't sell, then
I got nothing to do with
this. That wasn't me. I didn't do it at all.
No, man, you did great on this, bro. You fucking killed it. I love this cover.
It's just unfortunate I didn't get a chance to do the next two, but
The next Ryan will be working on is number 4. Number 4 for us, store exclusive.
Well, you got number 1, so
1 and then 4 if any luck, 4, 5, and 6. We'll see.
What's all that beeping? How's everything going? How's that? Why don't you update us? We're almost an hour in, and I know it's late for Ryan, so
sure.
Why don't you update us on the truth and on the Star Wars? Because Thursday we're going to do all that. A lot of people came in because the thumbnail said giveaways, and I've said it a couple times in the chat. We're pushing all the giveaways Thursday. It's going to be one giveaway show. But how you doing on these things?
Let's look. So these have been on sale for a while, as you guys know. Every box, every truth box that you get is our biggest truth box we've ever done. So just to be clear, this isn't just a cover we're selling. This cover is exclusive to the Truth Box 6. This is the Truth Box 6, guys. Let's get this clear here. This is the Truth Box 6. So there's 2 boxes. Box A includes the trade dress cover that Billy's been showing all night. Limited to 500 only. We have sold 300 of those. There's only 200 left. 200 are left of the trade dress. Every single bundle A gets 3 additional bonus variants.
Those you guys can flip those and just keep the book if you want. It doesn't really matter. This book is going to be super hot because of how low the print is. And the art is absolutely incredible. It's just something that's not been done before.
I'm all yawny all of a sudden. The Virgin.
I can't believe that's still even there, dude. I mean, just 8. With 1 person has bought since we've been on for an hour. That's not possible, dude. I don't.
The Virgin, which I thought I was looking at, but I'm not. Hold on.
Limited trade dress.
Oh, yeah. Minimal trade dress. Sorry. Minimal. It's not a Virgin. Minimal trade dress is limited to 250. It's been sold out as of this morning. However, I added 10 more right when this started. Now, we haven't really been talking about this very much. We've really just been talking about Ryan's art and everything else. But I added 10 more when we started. There's still 8 remaining, guys. So if you still need a minimal trade dress, they've been sold out since this morning. There's 8 left on the website. Now, I know it's a $75 bundle, but it's limited to
$250.
They're going to have individually numbered koas with them, and you're going to get 2 additional virgin covers as well of deceased when you get this. So it comes with a bonus of 2 additional virgin covers. So if you still need one, I saved 10 specifically to be able to put up for the sale. I'm dangerously close. I barely even have a buffer on these guys, really. I think I have a buffer of 5. That's it. I should usually keep about 10%, but I'm not. And then limited to 500, there's 200 of the 300 left, which is pretty awesome. Now, there's been a lot of stuff going on. Don't get me wrong. There's been Freaky Fridays, May the 4th. I think I've had, in the last 5 days, I've had probably 6 May the 4th covers. If you scroll down, that one just showed up. I just put that one on there. Go back to scroll down a little bit. That Rally Garza.
What the hell is going on? That's dope.
I literally put that. No, BB, there's still 250. We only sold about 220, and I put 10 additional up. So it's not 260. It's still limited to 250. I didn't put all of them up on the website. I put like 230 up. So now there'll be 240 sold. So I'm saving 10 back for me. There's still 250. I'm just saving 10.
So you guys know on the Zerties, these can you see this on the screen?
Yes.
So you guys can use, if you still haven't got one of these from yesterday, that's a whole nother contest. You can use code JEDI15 and get 15% off on the Star. I don't think it'll work on the Revenge of the. It won't
work on the Revenge of the 5th,
but it will work on these.
Yep. Ali Garza is limited to 250. I just put them on the website. I haven't even sent the email out yet or posted on social media. Those are Jamie Tyndall's. There's tons of May the 4th stuff out. And I even have 2 more covers I'm putting up right now on May the 4th. So I think the largest selection of May the 4th covers anywhere is going to be on my website, on Comics Elite.
But if you want to get in the giveaways that are on Thursday, you got to go after these ones here, and then the Ryan Brown Truth Box, guys. Those are the 2. So Jedi 15 for the Nathan Zerties, and Truth 6 code for this deceased.
And if you want a brand new Venom bust, you got to get one of Ryan's covers.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Look at that Venom.
What was he showing?
Ryan's favorite character to draw.
It's brilliant. Oh, yes. I kind of liked Venom until I started drawing loads of Venoms. And then I was like, Venom.
That thing is really bad.
Really great, isn't it?
That thing's big. It's just as big as these.
It's crazy.
And somebody's going to get this.
Me.
Not Ryan, because I want him to draw covers.
I
haven't played a game in years.
So many prizes.
You don't need to get started, right? You're fine.
No.
You don't have time for that.
So many prizes, guys.
If you buy 2 boxes where you get
Look at that.
different covers of the same.
Probably, well, I don't know. If they're on the same order, you'll probably get different ones. Yes.
Oh, of the like virgins or whatever box you get, the brown will be.
Trying to pick it up.
You're going to either get the A brown or the B brown, depending. But in regard to the other additional
bonus covers,
you'll probably get some different things.
That's correct.
I know that Mother Goose ordered 5 of the virgin. He just did a video unboxing on your 10. He did a 10 last time. Nice. You said 3 slab 9/8 signed. Dude, I saw him. Dude, he got Something's Killing the Children double signed Jay Lee virgin. Dude, was sick, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, what is going on?
And that book's super hot right now, too.
I know. So there is, if you want to take chances and order extra, you can. You're going to get extra goodies. Mother Goose does it every single time. Oh, yeah. Mother Goose, he's in here. And then, but, just if you're interested in whatever we just shown you, go for it. We can't stay on forever.
Aw.
Well, me and Ryan could, but I'm just
I have tons of shit to do. I am drowning in covers. I'm trying to give you guys
That's right.
all the May the 4th covers I possibly can. So if
But
you're
yeah,
Talk, I should have 2 more launched. So if you want more May the 4th covers, go on the website. Guys, buy this Ryan Brown cover. This is one of the most epic ones ever.
it's going to be highly sought after. There's no doubt because of the print run. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well, not the art. Look, even if it was at 3,000 print run, this thing would sell. If we didn't do a box and you just did 3,000 print run, $50 each, whatever, it would sell because it's one of the sickest covers there is. But now you're putting it in a box and limiting it so much that it's going to be, dude, if I don't see it on apps or on top 10s, something's wrong. Okay. There's no reason why this shouldn't be one of the hottest covers out there.
I agree.
That's my pitch.
Yeah, but those aren't right.
I don't like it.
You can't count on those.
You don't like it, right?
I like it. I like it.
So again,
what are you kidding, everybody? What are you kidding? Keep buying.
Crazy. It's really time.
All the refunds and all.
So Thursday, you guys, sorry, we're going to push both giveaways for Thursday. So that episode should be ridiculous. It's going to be nonstop giveaway episode on Thursday. And then I've got to work with Sean here pretty quick for next Tuesday for an exclusive. We've decided, I think, Sean, that we are not going over 200 for our exclusives.
Yep.
We want it to be rare and fire and low print and no, 200's the limit. And then that'll be next Tuesday. And then the next Tuesday will be another truth box. But it's just been a crazy week. As we said, guys, every day has been something crazy. And it's going to slow back down to normal. So you guys can get back at that normal schedule, knowing to come in on Tuesday and there'll be something great, So Ryan, thanks again for joining us. I know it's 1:00 at your house right now.
Oh, it is. Yeah. Yeah. I've painted eyes on my eyelids. That's why I haven't been saying much. That's why I'm leaning against this wall.
That's so funny.
We all appreciate you coming. I love talking to you every time.
Not at all. Thanks for having me on.
I want to get, I don't know what to get. Ryan's just so damn expensive, but I want something. I don't know what it is. It's got to be something like with Jesus and aliens or something, or something just out of this world that would go
and
Apple
and aliens. Yeah,
Mary.
I don't think that would be a good cover.
And you could have like a cross, and it could be like, but it's a spaceship.
Yes, I like
and
it.
There's a giant Jesus alien.
Yes.
Like the Star Wars thing.
Yeah, we don't break for no one.
That's
It's in the back of the Spaceballs one.
Oh yes, that's right.
So yeah, thank you so much, Ryan and Sean.
No
thank
problem.
you so much. You guys just come back Thursday. We'll get everything done for you. You have a couple days left. There's a couple codes. Good luck to everyone. I can't wait to see the winners. And Ryan, keep up the good work, buddy. You're probably my favorite artist right now. So
thank you.
What can I say? I know art. And Sean, I'll talk to you in a little bit. We're gonna let you guys go though. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Sean, we're good to go?
Somebody win this Thursday.
Oh, yeah.
You got a few chances left. Get in there and buy your shit.
Buy the comics, everybody. Buy the comics. Buy the comics, everybody. Buy the comics.
Genius. Sheer genius.